Barnett ripping a wheelie off the start-finish line. That's not usually the fastest way to start. You know what? That was surprisingly not a pileup, which that actually should have been a pileup, but for whatever reason it wasn't. So, luckily for the rest of the field, unluckily for Frank Root, but it will be RTQ and early leader Jimmy Barnett over the tabletop with Joe Smalley right behind, Gonzalez in the 3, Lane in the 4, then it looks like we got Riley in the 5, Dan Brown, Nick Walnuts, Frank Root, Brad Perdue, and Marcus Conway. Caution in the whoops! Oh man, it's clear. About 1 minute down, Riley's car doing flips over flips over flips down the step down, but staying in the spot. So it looks like Frank Root not having the best race here. We'll see if he can strap things back up and get back towards the front of that pack. He does have the capability of doing low 20-second lap times. We saw that emphasized in the second qualifier as he did a 20.2. Should be the same, I think. Yeah. .130 down, 3:30 left to go for Smalley as he takes over the lead. Barnett, a rough one, now finds himself a second and a half behind instead of a second and a half ahead. Joe Smalley down the straightaway, Jimmy down the straightaway in the 2, and Aaron Lane down the straightaway in the 3. Then we got Gonzo and Walnuts stacking up pretty close. It's now Frank Root starting his charge towards the front as he has Dan Brown to catch before he puts himself into the top 5. After that, he will have to try and catch up to Walnuts and Aaron, who are running 4 and 3. 2 minutes down, 3 minutes left to go. It's plenty of time for Frank to try and get into the top 3 places here. But is it enough time for him to get all the way up to Joe Smalley, who right now has 4, 6, 8, 9.5 seconds on him. Caution on the straight. Oh, man. Purdue almost suffering the consequences of Marcus Conway's mistake there as they headed down the straightaway. We're halfway done with this race. It's Joseph Smalley in the Red Bull buggy, still out front. He heads over to triple and crosses the line. It is still Jimmy Barnett tumbling and hitting the wall in the number 2 spot. It's Gonzo doing much of the same. Riley stuck in a pipe in the work section. Going to get back underway. Riley down there in the 9 spot, though. Looks like Gonzo missing a lap. Gonzo in the 5 spot now. 2 minutes left to go, drivers. 2 to go. Frank right behind Gonzalez now as they're both upside down, and it looks like Eric, the very capable hands there of Eric Murata, turn marshaling both of them in the order they flipped over, and within about a second of each other. So it worked out in the long run down to almost the exact pace they were on the clock here. So that was well done. Bit of turn marshaling skill there as Root continues to put the pressure on Gonzalez. That's our closest battle on the track, I believe, as Joe Smalley has gotten checked out from Barnett by over 4 seconds now. Smalley with the lead, Jimmy in the 2, and Aaron Lane from Team Losi and OCRC Raceway running in the number 3 spot. Walnuts, the employee here at OCRC Raceway, wearing the box on his head. He wants a raise, but he spelled it wrong. 1 minute left to go. Walnuts in the 4 and Gonzo in the 5. We got Frank in the 6, Marcus in the 7, Brad off the track, Riley in the 8, and Dan Brown. Ooh, Dan Brown. Well, Dan, here's the thing. At least you made the main this time, so you broke the curse. Brad, did you break it again? Okay, hey, how new are those ball cups? Not new? They're not new? Oh. Oh, okay. Because they've been having issues, and they sent RB a whole bunch of new stuff. Yeah. 5 seconds left on the clock for Smalley. Wow. And that is time. Joe Smalley done with the win, going 15 in a 5:04. That ain't slow. Barnett done in a 5:06. Marcus done 7. Walnuts done 3. Gonzo done 5. Aaron done 4. Oh, Gonzo, Aaron beat you by 1/10 of a second. Yep, that's what the computer